Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Nearly Decent Podcast, powered by socialbeats.com. Again, it's your boy Vega, and I'm here with somebody I raised from a child. He is literally my apprentice. I taught him everything he knows. Tell him who you are and a couple things about you.
This is young cervical cancer. No, I'm saying. No, I'm playing. My name is Anthony Summers. I take pictures around the Flint area, mainly of this 40-year-old man over here.
I'm not 40, I promise.
No, I'm excited to do this. This is I got a couple of things I would like to talk about. I mean,
all right, cool.
Let's do it.
Cool. So today's episode is brought to you by the letter B. B as in broke bitches don't get no love. And I will be drinking Arizona green tea because we're going to drink a different drink every time until one of them decides to sponsor me. And it will happen. Mark my words. Off screen, we have Noah, the editor and media production wizard. And we have Carly. Carly's here to look up the English terminology that I choose to use because she's an English teacher. So let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about marital affairs. We're going to talk about the importance of credit. We're going to talk about being stranded on a desert island and what you would bring with you. And we're going to see how it goes while playing Call of Duty. So
I'm going to start off right now by saying I'm ass at this game. So
hey, dude, I haven't played Call of Duty. I gave up on Call of Duty after they started adding jetpacks and all that nonsense.
I got the new one. This is jetpack shit. I can't.
Yeah, this is Black Ops 4. So I don't even know what my layouts are. We're just gonna go into it. I know they started adding like specialty, like characters where they have special abilities.
Overwatch type shit.
Yeah, and I don't know how to use any of those anymore. It's been years.
You gotta get that new one, bro. I'm telling you.
I will say my sister is really good at this game because I taught her how to game. This is her preferred game. I taught her everything she knows.
Little chocolate?
Like young chocolate.
Little chocolate?
Young chocolate herself. So I'm gonna go in first. We'll see how I do. In the meantime, let me know what you would take if you were stranded on a desert island and you only got 4 items.
4 items. I'm going to split it in 2.
Split it in 2?
I'm going to split it in half. So I got two things for survival and 2 things so I don't go crazy.
Well, I've never even thought of sanity as a part of survival.
If you're out there, are you by yourself?
I mean,
am I alone?
No, yeah, you're by yourself.
Right, so it's just me.
It's like the movie was called Castaway, right? Tom Hanks. And,
yeah.
You get, at most, on top of your items, you get 1 volleyball. His name can't be Wilson, but you have to name him.
Wait, is that out of my 4 items?
No. That's an additional
He's just
to
default.
help keep you sane. He is
default.
a volleyball with the name of your choice.
All right. I'm going to name him. First of all, I'm going to name him Eduardo. That's my dog.
Hey, shout out to my heritage.
Shout out to homies. But nah, okay, so for 2, I'm gonna start with the 2 that would keep me sane.
Okay.
One of them would probably be damn, that's fucked up because I was gonna say like a football or something, but I'm by myself. I'm not playing catch by myself.
Shot at.
Nah,
man.
That's I don't know, it's a good ass question. I guess first thing I would bring would probably just be like a book, bro.
A book?
I mean,
I probably get with you.
Nigga, you ain't surviving that long. You probably will not finish that book by the time you die.
What is the book?
That's a good question, dog.
I have recommendations if you need one.
Hey, let's get a celebrity shot.
All right, English teacher, what is your recommendation of this book?
Well, Anthony, what is your favorite movie? That's what I always start with.
My favorite movie?
Yeah.
I like Lord of the Rings, but I'm not gonna say Lord of the Rings because.
Bro, I can't even find one.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings. What we're gonna do? We are gonna do the Brandon Sanderson stuff.
Oh Jesus!
Yes,
well, that was a
we're
given. I
long.
knew you were gonna go there.
Stormlight Archive. Do it.
Okay. I'll bring a celebrity shot book that I've never really even heard of.
Stormlight Archive.
From the homie.
I haven't even seen anybody.
The second thing that I would bring that would keep me sane, I'll bring like a dog. Like if I could just bring a pet with me, because I'm not going through it by myself, dog.
So what are you gonna feed the dog, bro?
We're in this together, bro. One of us is eating the other in the end. Like,
Yo,
it's
that might
gonna
be
happen.
that might be a good idea though, because the dog might be able to hunt things. Like, you know, teach your dog to go fish.
Now, what's the
Give a man a fish and he can eat for a day, but teach a man to fish and he will probably take your bitch.
Brought to you by the letter B.
Brought to you by the letter B. Bro,
that's a good question though. Are there like wild pigs on the island? Because then
yes,
we out cheer them. Yeah,
definitely.
me and my dog are out here. Then.
Don't underestimate the power of a wild boar.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh okay. Then that's a good point then. Because my survival kit, I'm gonna bring like a bow and arrow. I'm gonna bring like a bow and arrow or something.
Okay. All right.
So I can fend myself.
So far, aside from my shitty gameplay, because it's hard to focus and talk at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do horrible.
We have a book that you never even heard of.
That I'm excited to read. I'm very excited. I might check it out after I leave here. I really might.
We have a book you never heard of. We have a dog. What's the dog's name? So you have Eduardo.
So we got Eduardo. We got Chichi.
Chichi the dog.
We don't know if it's a boy or girl. We don't want to really.
Why am I on fire? So we have Chichi the dog, a book.
A genderless Chichi the dog.
Oh my God! Yeah. How dare you?
Don't do that. It's my dog.
And you have a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Is that all things?
Wait, no, that's
we need one
3.
more thing.
Yeah. And then I got one more survival thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like a flare gun, bro, but like, if it's like a deserted island, what's the chances of anyone really flying by or anything?
What's my KD right now? I'm fucking. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, keep going. A flare?
No. I was saying I wouldn't do a flare gun though, because what's the really chances of somebody flying by?
All I have.
And my dumb ass would shoot it just curiously.
All I have to say is, bro, you will not have survived with your choices of
You don't think you have a better chance with the ones you're thinking of?
Yes, bro.
Okay. All right. One more thing.
Yeah.
One thing to make sure I survive would probably be like a water canteen or something.
A water canteen.
Bro, you gotta have water,
hey,
bro.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, I don't know.
All right. You want me to get mine? I already have. While you were talking, I already formulated 3 of them, and I just need one more.
That's fucked up. My shits would have been so different if I would have went second.
Please,
you done formulated yours after mine.
You had just enough time to think about
You're
yours.
right.
All right, so I'll get my volleyball. His name would be Jackson.
Jackson. Why Jackson?
I don't know. I just feel like, you look at a volleyball.
Hey, I swear to God, if you name your kid Jackson, if you ever have a kid,
I'm never having.
I'm gonna tell that little nigga. I would be like, bro, you were named after this dude's.
You were named after a survival volleyball.
A volleyball.
Bro, can I just get a kill, please? But yeah, so my volleyball is Jackson. My first item is.
Are you gonna do 2 survival 2 for?
No, I'm just going.
Okay.
I gotta survive, bro.
Okay. Damn,
sane.
fuck my book then.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never even thought about sanity as a part of survival.
I guess that's a good point. My dumb ass. I'm gonna be out here reading, starving to death.
So my first item would be a machete. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Easy, bro. Have you ever watched Naked and Afraid? Shout out to Naked and Afraid.
Yes, I have.
So it'd be a machete. You can use it to chop open coconuts. You can use it to kill things, to eat, obviously, because I'm not a vegetarian, and if I had to rely on vegetables,
you could do it to make that cool ass wind sound.
You could use it to make wind noises. You could use it to chop down shrubbery and just a bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of things. So that would be my first item. My second item would be a fire starter. And fire starters are a completely different thing. Oh, okay. It's an actual thing. It's got like some kind of like metal or like flint or something like that, and it creates sparks. It's different than
you
matches.
just hit it with like,
because matches you'll run out of.
Yeah.
And if
they use that shit on Survivor, bro. You can use that while it's wet.
Yeah, exactly.
You can use that shit.
So that's my second item. So
you're definitely 100% already surviving longer than I am with those 2 items.
My third item is a pot, because if you're drinking water,
fuck my canteen.
If you're drinking water that you haven't heated and sterilized, then you're gonna die, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's so many
just sterile, like stagnant water.
Yeah, so many disgusting like parasites,
Ebola
bacteria.
water, bro.
Literally will give you Ebola, and then you will be shitting yourself for 14 days until you die.
That coronavirus.
What is that when you run out of like water in your body?
Dehydration?
No. No, it's literally when you die from like shitting yourself. Dysentery. That's the word. Man, I'm probably negative 15 in this game. Right? People
we
are
don't
just
play
throwing
this.
grenades from across the map, bro. I don't know anything about these maps. I don't know anything
We
about.
picked a bad one. We were trying to play Pokemon Tekken.
Yeah, we were literally trying to play Pokemon, but the Nintendo Switch requires a capture card, which we don't have at this time. I'm gonna have to get one to run that because
We're running that one day though.
Pokemon is probably the most important game to my life.
Yeah, fire.
Anyway, I got one item left. That one's pretty much miscellaneous at this point because, like I said, I thought about. Oh shit! Oh my god, I'm gonna die!
The box.
I had
killed
thought
you.
about the first three. The fourth one. I don't know. Maybe like the biggest possible bar of soap, so I can stay clean.
That's not bad. That's
Something
not a
like
bad
that.
one.
Cleanliness.
I'm surprised neither of us said like a tarp or anything for shelter.
I mean, just I'm gonna make my own shelter. I watch the videos on Facebook.
You watched that little
Homies are
Indian dude?
digging into the fucking ground.
Making like 40-foot like swimming pools in the
But-
middle of jungles.
But eating fresh cooked random pigs and boars with dirty hands, forget about it.
That's true. That's a
So
good
I'm gonna wash
point.
my hands so I can eat things.
Heat kills bacteria though.
What am I gonna put my hands in boiling water?
No, but I'm saying when you cook the meat.
I'm just talking about my hands.
Oh, I feel you. Okay.
What's like? What if I find
see
me?
what
What
you
if I
mean.
find me an island baddie and then I just smell like garbage? You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm so
I
mad.
gotta
that
clean up.
one of your main concerns on a deserted island is what if I see some pussy around here?
Dog, I gotta give me an island baddie. That's exactly it.
That's a good. Hey, I mean, what if you do?
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
So those are my 4 items. I feel like my survival rating just went up to 8.9.
Yeah, no, I die 3 days in. Me and my dog. 'Cause
Bro,
we're dirty.
okay. All right. So, for anybody watching this terrible excuse for gameplay, these people have probably been playing this game since it came out every day of their lives. Like
Mother's
some little
basement.
sweaty nerds in their mom's basement, which there's nothing wrong with.
Shot.
But, you know, it's not going to help me win the game. I don't even, it says decrypting hacked systems right now, and I don't even know what my
There you
systems
go.
are.
I might do a little better than you. Though.
Probably. Do I have grenades? Are grenades a thing? What the
What
hell
the?
is
You have a
this?
slingshot?
What even was that?
You throwing rocks?
Bro, man.
All right. I had a question I did want to ask you though.
Okay, question of the day.
I was gonna ask you what was your favorite or one of your favorite parts about making music.
Good music question, because I love music questions. Obviously, it's something I'm passionate about. It'll probably be brought up continuously. I want to see what my KD was 0.25, and I got maybe 4 kills. So that means I died like 20 times or something like that.
Yeah, I
No,
think you did
16
get
times. I died like 16 times. Hey, to my team that I'm playing with right now, it is what it is. But okay. Best parts about music is just the actual process itself, the act of writing the stuff, the act of hearing the music and doing something new, because living a stagnant lifestyle is awful. I would say my least favorite part about it is actually performing, because while I do appreciate and acknowledge fans and people that like to listen to me, that's not necessarily what I do it for. I do it because I love to do it and not for other people not to entertain other people. And I understand entertainment's like a huge part of it, but like
Yeah, I was gonna say we've been friends since like 2012.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen you perform.
I've done it like
Once.
maybe 10 times.
I've never ever even seen like footage.
We're gonna go on a tangent story. We're gonna go on a tangent story real quick. One of the times that I performed was at a music festival in Ann Arbor called Imaginarium Gathering. You know, I had this friend. His name was White Mike. He was a DJ. He did like EDM type stuff. And he was like, bro.
Wait, I think I know. I've met White Mike.
Yeah, you've met White Mike.
All
All right, so everybody that hasn't met White Mike, he's pretty much a hippie, and I love him to death.
As
but-
soon as you said bro,
But
I
he's
was
like,
like, I know who you're talking
bro,
about.
he's like, bro, I'm doing a music festival, and you should come perform with me, bro. And so I was like, okay, let's do it. So we go to this music festival. Anybody that's been to a music festival knows you're just in like some forest or something like that, and you got tents, and everybody's a
You're
hippie.
hot.
everybody's a hippie and they do all kinds of drugs and crazy
No one's
stuff.
showered in
Nobody
3 days.
I witnessed a girl that was on so many drugs that she was just rolling around in the dirt, like literally putting her face in the dirt, and like she was having the time.
She's
of her
having
life.
she's having so much fun. I'm
The
sure.
literal time of her life. But before I go on to perform earlier in the day, a couple had pulled up to this music festival, and they wanted to get in. And I don't know if they just didn't have any money or they were asking me where the entrance was, but I just felt the need to get them in for free. So I was like, dude, go park over there. We're going to walk through this forest route, jump a fence, and then you guys are going to be in there like swimwear. So they did all that. They were super grateful. They loved me. They gave me hugs. It was a dude and his girlfriend. And then I performed later that night. And to perform, I like to be coherent, but I like to calm my nerves. So I take 2 shots, 2 shots only, which is exactly how I know that I wasn't drunk. And so like afterwards, they were like, "Wow, dude, that was awesome. You know, thanks so much for getting us in here. You know, drink with us." So they passed me this drink, and I literally took 1 sip, and that's it. I don't remember anything else the rest of the night. I was dead ass roofied. All I know is that I woke up in my tent the next day, and my shoes were put away perfect in the corner,
What the
and I was on my bed with no blankets in my tent. So hopefully you do better than me. But yeah, that was my side tangent about the music industry and my experience and what I love to do and what I don't.
Well, that is terrifying.
Yeah, I got hot Cosby'd.
I don't know how that ended up getting to. I don't know how a music question ended up with me. You waking up with your shoes perfectly set over in the corner, having just been roofied.
I don't know. So that's the scariest thing to me is I don't know if somebody set me up to put me in my bed perfectly and tuck away my shoes, or if I'm just that clean. If I maintain,
I wouldn't put it past you.
If
Yeah,
I
wouldn't put it past
maintain
you.
that level of cleanliness for my shoes, even when I'm incoherent. What? It could have been a foot fetish. I mean, I have gotten a DM before from a dude, and he was like, "Hey, but what about them feet pics?" And I should have been like, "Hey, let me get $50."
What's good on $400?
What damn? What's good on $400? That's what I should have said. But at the time, I was like, "That's kind of weird."
Oh fuck you!
You're already doing better.
I was about to be so pissed.
I have to really focus when I play video games.
Same here, and like I don't want to. I don't know whose settings these are, but like the sensitivity is kind of like slow for how I play. I might change it, but
Hey, go ahead and change it.
yeah. After I die, but
hey, welcome Sean. Off screen, we
what's
got
good, my
Sean
guy?
White, owner and CEO of SocialBeats.com. Check out SocialBeats.com. He's off screen with Carly and Noah. But one of the topics I really want to get into, I mentioned it was called marital affairs. And I was chilling with my boys the other day. We call our group the Brown Boys because we're all different shades of brown.
gang.
And one of the things they had brought up was they stumbled upon an article. It was something that happened. It was something that happened in Genesee County like 5 years ago. The superintendent of GISD, her name is Lisa Hagel. Lisa Hagel, the article says GISD Superintendent Lisa Hagel intentionally and unlawfully misled almost everyone in firing administrator lawsuit claims. So that's the headline of the thing. The actual content of the article is that the superintendent was in an affair with one of the faculty, and with that affair, they found it like somehow necessary to embezzle or misuse $87,000 in school funds.
Oh,
and equipment
finesse.
for personal gain.
Finesse.
Over the course of this affair. So I don't know who she was with and what they were doing.
Deep.
You know what I'm saying? But it just seems like they were like, "Yo, let's go to Bora Bora tomorrow," and they just got like same day flights to Bora Bora and drank like $500 bottles of Ace of Spades every day. Just popping
lived, bro.
Popping bottles in their ocean little habitats in Bora Bora. I don't know what they were doing to spend $87,000. But so here's the thing: is one, she was married and had multiple kids, and this was an article that released this information that she was having an affair. So who even knows if her husband knew that she was in the affair? And homie just finds out in a random MLive article.
What the
So the question of the scenario is, if you were in that situation and you had been married for like 15 years, wake up one day, you know, go to the kitchen table, you're drinking your coffee, you open up your social medias, and M Live is like, is that my wife? And you find out your wife has had an affair and has spent $87,000. What is your course of action? What do you do?
My first.
And you got to remember, you have kids with this woman. So what do you do in this situation?
First, I'm mad as hell she left me with these damn kids. I'm mad as fuck she left me with these kids.
Yeah.
First of all. Second of all, I'm getting on my phone and I'm calling her and I'm asking her, how big is dick? How big is he, bro? I'm playing. I'm joking.
That's what you care about.
I'm just joking. No, I literally, I would have no idea where to go from there. I mean, obviously your marriage is done.
The marriage
First
is
of all,
toast. Marriage
she's
is- everybody
probably
knows,
going to
everybody-
prison
yeah.
when she gets back.
She's going to prison. Everybody has heard about this. Your
I don't know
family's coming.
how I'm telling the kids.
No, man, they saw it on M Live.
Oh my god.
They know exactly what's going down. You got relatives calling you. You got her friends sending the articles.
God,
Your
everybody
little
knows.
school friends sending the articles. You know, they're like, haha, did you see your mom? Ha, I bet she has a Snapchat premium.
All right, my course of action. First and foremost, I'm calling my fucking lawyer.
You're calling the lawyer.
I'm calling a lawyer. I'm
Yes.
saying I want to make sure none of that money was mine.
Oh,
Like
man.
I want to make sure like if she out there spending her money like that with her new nigga, go ahead and spend your money, but make sure she didn't touch none of my money.
I feel that.
But then I mean, second course of action is we going OJ on a bitch.
Oh, no.
We going OJ on a bitch. We gotta go OJ on a bitch. What do you mean?
Hey, man, if this situation ever happens, this is all,
Allegedly.
it's all alleged and parody.
Allegedly.
To my knowledge.
What would you do?
Anthony would never do that.
I would never.
No.
I would never be married. I would never be married
No,
to begin with.
What I would do in this situation, because of course I would never get married, but that's not the question. If I found out just via MLive article first thing in the morning, or like one of my friends texted me the link and was like, "Homie, did you see this?" Because I'm sure my friends would be like, "Hey, bro, you need to check MLive."
Oh, your phone would be lit up.
Yeah, man. So if that happened to me, I would leave the house, right? I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say that I know. I would leave the house. First thing I'm doing is talking to a lawyer, because obviously there's laws in certain circumstances where if your spouse or significant other does something like that, then she won't necessarily get half of your shit. Because I'm keeping everything. I'm keeping everything.
Yeah.
I might even take half of her shit, and I'm taking the kids. I'm for sure taking the kids. There's so many laws that prevent the dads from having kids, but literally she's out committing crimes.
Yeah, no.
And this isn't previous. This isn't episode 1 serial jaywalking.
Well, I mean, you would
Like, she's
technically
not-
have to. She's gonna go to prison.
She's
You would
not-
definitely get the kids.
Well,
right?
I mean, if she has $87,000 to embezzle, maybe she didn't spend any of her own money,
True.
and she has money for a lawyer. Because she's the superintendent, I'm sure that paycheck is fat. But yeah, man, I'm taking the kids. I'm taking half of what she got. I'm taking the house. I'm telling her to get an Airbnb because she's done. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling her parents. I'm letting them know that I love them very much. So that
I'm
they
sorry, your daughter is a trifling ass bitch.
She's trifling. And yeah, I mean the rest of it, I can't hold any grudges because for the rest of her life, she's gonna feel that guilt. She's gonna hold on to that. She's gonna have that guilt for the rest of her life. So I'm not gonna OJ this chick. that the pettiness in me goes for the long term, and she will feel that for the rest of her life. And if you were to OJ somebody, then it would just be done then and there. She would have just.
You're the type to remind them too.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't even remind them either, because they're going to be checking up on me. So I'm going to be out there living my entire best life. She's going to see me taking trips
Out of spite.
living my best life just to spite somebody else. No, but yeah, that's what I would do in that situation.
How long ago was that? Do you know?
2014 or 2015. It created a whole entire mess. Like, it was a whole mess.
Oh damn. That is.
one of these days,
Intense.
one of these days.
I want to know how she's doing now.
I don't know.
I want to know what she's.
One of these days, we're gonna get super good at playing video games and talking at the same time, like multitasking.
Yeah, I don't know how like streamers do it.
No,
well.
and streamers sometimes, like when something serious is going down, they just won't talk. But that's expected.
Yeah.
We're a
that's true.
podcast.
Yeah.
And a streams. We're
Yeah.
Streamcast. We gotta talk.
Yeah.
But them, something serious will go down. And we'll just be like,
They'll just focus. And to be fair, like I mean, I'm horrible at this. Like I've never played.
Oh, you about to
look,
get
look,
done?
look. I'm horrible.
yeah. I mean, let it be known, the nearly decent gang is only partially good at video games.
And only partially down with the O.J. Simpson.
Shut up. One thing I want to know is, like, in that type of situation, how do you even get to the point if you're that deep in marriage or relationship? Because I am not a cheater. How do you get to the point where you're having an affair?
I think that's like deeply rooted, like
I hate my
you despise waking up next to him, and like you just can't.
Do you
stand
think that
him,
it's
like,
ever like, you know, sometimes people are just bad at saying no, and like somebody will pursue the person in the marriage and they'll just be
they
like,
just get
"Yeah,
tempted, like
just
with
get-
yeah.
you know what I mean?"
That could
And
be
they
a
just
lot
keep
of it.
going.
I think a lot of it's just when people are unhappy and they
Yeah.
just don't want to, they don't want to break it off. It's too much. I mean, I'm sure divorce is like a whole. I don't know. I hear you could get divorced online now.
Wow.
Like you could literally like do it like
Like
all,
those weddings
all
where-
on a website.
Those weddings that you run away to Vegas and get married
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
day. You
yeah.
just run away to Vegas and
You
get
just-
divorced.
They got a divorce app. They got a divorce app.
If they, do they have that? Because if they don't have that,
We might have a market.
socialbeats.com needs
We
to
might
get a
have a
domain
market for a divorce
for a
app.
divorce app. Because listen, I
I
know
want my
people,
residuals. I want my residuals.
people that have that went to high school with us have already been married and divorced multiple times, and I'm 26.
That's crazy.
So I mean, they're just out here like, oh my God, we should get married. And then like 2 months later, they're like, you know
Why
what?
did we do that?
There's whole vows. You know what I'm saying? Like they read you the rights, like in sickness and in health, for rich or for poor, and people are just like, nah, you like that girl's picture on Instagram. I'm done. This marriage is a wrap. It's terrible.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, I wonder what percentage is people that just are bad at saying no. Because sometimes I'm bad at saying no, but when it comes to relationships, I'm so good at saying no. Because I'm not gonna cheat. Like one example is I was in college, and this girl was like trying to come up on me. We were all just like drunk in my room, and she was trying to come up on me and like clearly make out with me. Like she was going in. You know, you could see it in their eyes. You know,
I don't know
going
why.
in,
I just
they're going in.
imagine like a whole linebacker ass chick like
I mean-
coming up on you. Like,
It was the aura. She had the aura of a linebacker. She was coming in hot, bro. And I will never forget this to this day because it's probably the funniest thing that I've ever done. Like I didn't say like no. I didn't say like what are you doing? I legitimately played dead. I just dropped to the floor. I dropped to the floor and I acted like I was asleep, bro. And I don't know if she looked at me like I was crazy
was
or
she
not.
drunk? Did you say she was drunk?
Yeah.
She's drunk.
We
Okay,
were
okay.
all drunk. So
Okay.
I just like literally I dropped to the floor and I understand what it is to be in a posse.
Hey, that's like a fight or flight instinct, bro. Like you reacted.
I mean, it wasn't either. There was no fight or flight. I just was like like epilepsy.
That's one way to get out the situation.
Man, this
bro.
map is way too dark. What?
Narcolepsy.
Epilepsy, narcolepsy. Yeah. See, this is why we have an English major here to correct me because I can't be out here
Thank you, Kylie.
putting out false information into the atmosphere.
We got a good team around us.
Epilepsy, it's elepsy. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lepsy.
That's like the Amazon product. Be like lepsy. Play Vega-Genesis Suave.
That's another product. Get the lepsy.
Stupid. We're out here generating. We should get a think tank license because we're out
We
here
need to.
generating ideas for businesses.
We're about to do Shark Tank. So
Yeah.
the next episode we'll do a Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. That's a
guys
great
can-
idea for it. Wow. My man's out here smart.
I got another one for
Bro,
you. though.
what is going on with this map? I have no
Yeah,
idea.
you've been swimming for 3 minutes straight.
Bro, I feel like Michael Phelps,
you in the Viet Cong.
except for I don't smoke exuberant amounts of weed.
And you're not an Olympic athlete.
Listen, that's not. What is going on? I just spawned, bro. What? Man's just slid in, slapped the shit out of me.
All right, I got another question.
All right, here we go. Is that what's going on? Can I shoot?
I don't know if
bro,
we can shoot that out.
What is going on?
We should have picked a different game, man. We should have done Tekken.
Yeah, we should have done. Hey, I believe this is my last warm up game, and after this game, I'm just about to go off. I'm just about to do it to him. Once I learn the maps, like this map is hard.
But once I learn the maps, that's what every nigga said, man. Once I get on these maps, bro.
Let's get this map going. It's hard because there's so much. I don't know if I'm swimming. You can't shoot and swim at the same time.
You can't? Wait, you can't?
I don't think so. I mean, what man can shoot and swim at the same time?
Anybody, any man with fingers, bro.
What's shooting?
Probably not safe.
Shooting into the wilderness. All right, what's your
No,
question?
okay, yeah. All right. If you could go back in time with the knowledge you have right now, today, let's say to like the age of like 7. 7. Oh man. Let's say 7.
Hey, I've thought about these types of scenarios, and it's such a catch-22 because you could be so successful, but then again, you're a 26-year-old man in a 7-year-old's body. And obviously, like,
I've never thought of.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm gonna be trying to go after like 30-year-old women as a 7-year-old.
And you're 7.
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, mom?" She's like, "Oh my God, you're so
Your parents
cute."
are like, "Get the fuck over here."
You know what I'm saying? Like going after milfs that could literally be my mom.
But okay, regardless of
Yes.
that,
Okay.
what would you do with the knowledge you have now at the age of 7 to gain more wealth or become more successful by the time you get to the age you are now?
First of all, I would have to do it in a way that my parents didn't think I was a psychopath and like put me in a home. Because if I was just like, "Hey, Dad,
You're not Stewie. You're not
I'm
Stewie.
I'm a 26-year-old man in the body of a 7-year-old. I have knowledge on the future. I know everything that's gonna happen." No, they would put me.
They'll put you on pills.
They'll
They
put
will
me in
put
an
you on
institution. So I just have to like find a way to finesse and convince my parents that the most important thing they need to do is get higher speed internet so that I can be out here wilding online. I would tell them to put stock in Google in the 90s.
Wait, pause. What year is this? If you're 7 years
If
old,
I'm
what
7
year is
years old, oh dang, I wouldn't be in the 90s. I'd be in the year 2000. All right, so I would still tell them put stock in Google. I would tell them to put stock into PayPal when it comes out, be on that Elon track. And then in about 20, what year was that? 2011 or 2010 or 11. I'm saving up all my
You'd be like what, 17?
I'm saving all my allowances forever, and I'm just buying so much Bitcoin, and I'm cashing out.
So
I'm waiting for that. Yeah, dude, it'd be so easy. I'm just making foolish mistakes in this game right now.
I seen I was listening to some podcast earlier, and it was saying if you did buy like a certain amount of stocks of Amazon back when they like first started up, now you would have like it would have been like you would have made like 12,000%.
That's amazing.
Or some crazy shit like that.
So yeah, I would have to convince my parents to buy the right stocks, because you know, as a child, they just look at you and be like, "What the hell do you know about stocks, boy?" Just be like, "What do you know about stocks?"
They're like, we need to get this kid on CNN. He's a fucking genius. Like,
I mean, I think no matter what age or however I design my life layout, I would still be really into creating and being a content creator. So I would start getting into music and putting things on the internet at a very early age, creating content for YouTube and stuff like that, because the YouTubers
I'd get like one of my little cousins to be that YouTube like toy review kid before he's even like born.
There's so many ins in the game to get. Well, so you would do that. What are a couple things that you would do?
You would take the stock route in the Bitcoin route.
Yeah.
I would obviously throw some at Apple and some at Amazon, but I would definitely go like sports betting, bro.
Yeah,
sports betting all day, just like crazy, insane bets on like random games. Just try and remember.
Would you be able to remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now.
Because I couldn't tell you.
There's certain ones I could.
I just know that the Lions never won one.
Hold on. Well, I'd have to wait. See, now that's down the line because I can't bet on sports at 7 years old.
You can tell your parents to bet.
Well, yeah,
eventually,
that's
if you get enough bets right, because you could start small. You could be like, all right, that's a good way to finesse, because you could start small. Like $10, $15, and then your parents see you winning every single bet, and they're like, bet, let's fucking put our mortgage on. Let's take out a second mortgage.
That's true. But so yeah, sports betting. I would probably get into photography a lot.
Yeah.
Like just because
Dog.
from where I am right
This
now,
is
and I've
brutal.
only been.
This makes me feel like I'm really in Afghanistan right now.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna want to watch this for the video game content. We're doing horrible.
Hey.
I would hope they would.
Hey,
listen
this
for
is
that.
a straight tutorial on what not to do
Yeah.
while playing Call of Duty
Yeah.
Black Ops.
If you want to see rookies playing Black Ops,
Hey, if
check
you
out
want to
this.
know what not to do, if you want to watch 3 straight L's, this is my last game warming up. After this one, maybe
Beast
I'll change my
mode.
gun and go off. Beast mode. Here's this for you.
All right, I'll try it again.
I hope they give you an easy map like Nuketown.
Oh, I would love Nuketown.
Nuketown.
But they put Rust on the new Call of Duty. I'm sorry, I keep bringing up the new Call of Duty. That's we're not sponsored by the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them to sponsor me as well. Let me see. So we've gone over marital affairs, time travel, being stranded. The big topic is I like to talk about one thing that's going to benefit somebody, aside from all the other bullshit that I discuss. One thing that's going to benefit somebody. Episode. Today we're going to talk about the importance of credit and just be light about it because I'm not your dad. And I'm not a bank, and I don't have a license to consult people on credit repair. So we're not talking about repair. We're just talking about things that have worked for me and things that have worked for my friends. So I mentioned that this is my own son. He came straight from my balls.
No,
I raised him. I've raised him from this high.
adoption.
No, realistically, I met him at a party in like 2012,
Yeah.
and that's as much as we're gonna talk about that party. But yeah, so one thing that I did when I was younger is I jacked up all my credit. You know what I'm saying? I was overextended working at Subway making sandwiches, which is not.
Was that your first job?
My first job was the Trillium, the movie theater.
Oh, okay.
But at the time where I had like a credit card and loans and stuff like that, I literally just worked at Subway. And then I got fired from my job because I kept wearing my hat backwards and they kept telling me not to. And so one day the owner walks in and sees me wearing my hat backwards. He's like, oh, what's going on, man? Good to see you. He's like, this is not going to work for us. So, I mean, hey, you know, most people are like, man, I got fired from my job. That's some bullshit. But yo, they told me probably like 40 times, and I kept doing it anyway.
See,
I just wanted to wear my hat backwards. It was, you know what I'm saying? I had to be dripped out at the Subway. I had a little pin in the back. I'd flip it around. I'd be like, what kind of sandwich you want? But yeah,
disgusting.
So I got fired from Subway. And it literally made me late and like default on all of my loans and shit that I had at the time on my credit card. So literally when I was 19, I think my credit score was like literally a 404, which is the error for not being found, ironically. Now to this day, I think I checked earlier today and I'm at like a 772.
Ooh,
so.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? After I got my job at the dealership selling cars, I really learned a lot about credit and a lot about how important it is because people come in every day with challenge credit and they can buy cars.
You've told me some crazy stories.
They can buy cars, but their interest rate is 25, and so they buy a $10,000 car, and after the interest, they end up paying $22,000 for it. So that's like an extra $12,000 that could have been yours, but you're paying for your credit decisions. So that's something that I don't wish upon anybody. You know, keep your money your own.
And it's hard as hell to like fix.
Yeah. So like
impossible.
Like 25%. The difference in interest that you pay between 25% and like a good credit 3 or 4% is literally like $8,000 to $10,000 at a car that you're buying at like $10,000. But that's just an absurd amount of money, and that goes for anything. That goes for cars. That goes for houses. They won't even let you buy a house if your credit's not good enough. So if you have dreams and aspirations of getting you a little ranch with some chickens on a little farm and maybe like 1 or 2 huskies.
Your girlfriend's showing you Facebook posts, babe, let's move here.
Yeah, Facebook posts of really nice houses on the market. That's never going to happen. Your dreams are shattered. You're going to be in an apartment for the rest of your life. And the people above you are going to be stomping with their badass little kids, jumping up and down so you can hear it at 3 a.m. forever. which is not that's not a
Damn.
good reality. so one thing that I put him
You can
on,
say you can see why he got his credit in order.
you know what I'm
quick.
saying?
These
I
are
got
the
it.
things
I
he
got it
thinks
together
about.
quick. One of the things that I did is that even after I had jacked up my stuff, I went to Dort. I said, hey, I have a good paying job now. I want to start over and get this right. First thing that they required me to do was get a secured loan. So I gave them $500. They gave me $500 back, and then I made payments on that $500 so it was paid off, because then it boosts my credit. The loan is already secured, so there's no risk, and they're going to loan that to you no matter what.
Horrible.
And then it's going to help your score, and it's going to help your relationship with the credit union. Second thing you do after you've established that, unless they'll let you do this in the first place, is you get a credit card, like a $500 limit credit card, and you just don't ever use that shit ever.
Yeah.
Because you can use it. If you go inactive for too long, they'll close it.
Yeah.
But if you don't use it, it's like having the responsibility of having the availability of money, and choosing to wisely not abuse it.
That's exactly what you told me to do, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And
So I told this man to go do that. He had no credit. They gave him a $500 card, and then half a year later, this man gets approved for a car loan. He's out here whipping out of control. So those are some of the steps if you don't have any credit to get it quickly, and then you can do things like responsibly. You can do things like just walk into a credit union for whatever reason, say I want $1,000 because I want to go to Thailand, and they'll just whip you out $1,000. They're not even going to ask you questions.
with no problem.
So you can be out here traveling. You can be out here taking out money to invest in other things. Like
Emergency, like any.
Exactly,
Know,
especially emergencies. Like you get.
That's when it's like really.
You get in a significant accident and you don't have like very good health care. You know, you can get something to help you out with that. You can get something to help you travel. You can get something to help you invest. You can start a business. Any of these things can be accomplished. All of your wildest hopes and dreams, if you get some credit, because in all the songs and in all the media, everybody wants to ball out and buy everything in cash, but that's not even what happens. Every rapper, every actor, everybody else has an 800 credit score, and they all have $1 million equity lines that they're paying on responsibly.
But that ain't cool to rap about.
I mean, you can rap about that. Live your life, man. Ball
Put a
out of
bar
control.
put a credit bar in your next.
I'll put a credit. I put a credit bar in one of my last songs. Yeah, I said credit high 700s ain't no stopping it now.
Oh,
But,
yeah, you did, yeah.
But yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna go about it. Because again, I'm not your dad. I'm not.
But that's
a
the
bank.
thing too. Is like, I mean, I don't like. I'm not like you. Obviously know way more about credit than me. But for someone my age, I would say I know more than some like a lot of people my age, just because no one tells you about credit. Just
Yeah.
like taxes, like nobody tells you about that.
They should teach that
stuff
as a high
at
school
all.
course.
Yes,
Because,
100%.
People go out into the world and they're just like, you know, they're given the opportunities to get credit cards and things like money, and they don't know how to manage them because there's no class. And then they
Thrown
just
into
like
this world.
buy some $400 Beats headphones, max out their limit because they want you to mess up.
Well, that's a government conspiracy. But truthfully, the reason my district would have trouble doing that is just pushback from the community. You don't want a teacher who's not a parent giving financial advice to the child.
The more you know.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
But yeah, so that's the thing. You know, that's all I'm going to touch on. Those are some ways to get started. If you messed up, it's not the end of the world. It just takes a couple years, and you have to be smart and you have to be patient. But that's going to set you up, and like I said, you can go nuts and accomplish your wildest dreams.
And live like
Real life skills with Vega-Genesis.
I feel like I had another question for you. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, how you feel about the rap scene coming out of Flint? I don't know. I know you know a lot about it. I mean, I'd say as much as I do. I know I don't rap, but I do take pictures for a lot of those guys, and there's a lot of different sounds. Yeah, like very different, and it's not. I mean, not bad at all. I love all of those guys, but
so
I just want to see your take on it.
So my opinion on something like that is that obviously I'm not from Flint. Oh man, connection interrupted. We're getting lag switched. But yeah, obviously I'm not from Flint, so to have an opinion on Flint and the way that they rap is none of my business. You know what I mean? That being said, if they were to accept me and appreciate me as a rapper in the surrounding area, I would be nothing but grateful. I think that, you know, there is a lot of talent in Flint. There are a lot of people doing a lot of good things. There are some negatives to it as well, in the fact that nobody likes to network or link up with each other. There's a very selfish dynamic in some of it where they believe that only one person can get on. And, you know, that has nothing to do with the Flint sound or the...
Yeah, that's just people.
That has nothing to do with the Flint sound or the talent level. That's just strictly people on a personal level.
And you can say that about a lot of places, too.
Yeah.
A lot of cities are like that.
So that's my biggest thing for Flint. Other than that, nothing but love. There are a bunch of artists that I would like to work with. You know, I don't charge for features if you're actually taking music seriously and working hard. I just like to do it. I just like to create, so...
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah, man.
The game is concluded. Did you lose that one too?
Yep, got my ass whooped.
4 L's.
Just
a streamcast of the worst Call of Duty play that you've ever seen. If you have any tips or comments, or if you think you can do better while multitasking and talking, come through and try it out yourself. And I would love to see a professional gamer or a alleged professional gamer try to do this multitasking thing until I get it right. But yeah, if you liked anything that you heard, if anything was helpful to you, if you have anything to say or suggestions for what we should talk about next week, you know, throw it in the comments. Feel free to message me. Got no problem with responding, taking criticism, or accepting ideas, because that is a big part of growing anything at all. So that's all from me. You got anything else?
Yeah, one time my mom pulled out a picture out of her, like a wallet-sized picture of me, and she said, she looked at me and she said, whenever I make a mistake or like fuck up, she looks at the picture and she she makes her feel better, because she said, no mistake could be worse than this one.
Please, bro.
Hey, follow me on Instagram at always Anthony S. And shout out to Haitian children.
Yes, shout out to the Haitian kids. Appreciate everybody that's been watching. Got no final words. He pretty much said everything that I would have said. You know what I mean? But
thank you for the opportunity again, dude. This was dope.
Yeah.
This was dope.
Right on. So we're out.